Good morning. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's having a great morning so far. I think I'm live the proper way. Yes, I am. So I've only taken one trade this morning. It was a loss, and it was a trade that was not valid, and it actually was a big loss, as you can see, because my losses are supposed to be $93 and it was $148. Please. Good morning. Good morning, Applejacks. Good morning, Trenches. How are you guys? Alright, that was quick. Sorry, guys. So yeah, the trade that I lost is a trade that I don't take very often, so I couldn't really remember if certain things were important or not, and it was. I did just miss this trade right here, but it was just a break even. The point of control changed at the last second, and I'm actually going to hold on, I'm trying to switch my ATM. So yeah, I lost literally an extra $50. That's how much slippage was on that freaking. Actually, why is that happening? I have it on orders mode, so it should not be doing that. It shouldn't have slipped that far. Like, not that far. But anyway, so that's where we're at right now. I'm not happy about it, but it's all good. Right, but life goes on. Me too, Applejacks. Me too, honey. I got a headache. Went to Rhapsody concert last night. How was it? Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? So basically, we're all red this morning. That was my only trade this morning, and it was my only setup as well. So, well, it actually wasn't a setup, so I don't even. Basically, I was trying to take a trade, like rotating back on my major level, but it was also touching the middle one. And whenever I take like opposite trades, so like, you know, my major levels right here, I'd be taking a sell right here. Whenever I do that at the major level, it can't touch the middle one. And same thing, if I take it at the middle level, it can't also touch the major one. Don't ask me why that happens. I have no idea. But basically I'm trying to take like a fail at each of those levels, so it can't have that extra support of the other level, essentially. I guess that's the only way I can explain it. So yeah, and I just kind of forgot that they can't touch each other, so it lost. 20. And all right, I just had to break even because the point of control again changed on me. I wanted that to be a trap, not a continuation, and it ended up being a continuation. 14. Kind of same thing here. I want it to be a trap and not a continuation, but right now it's a continuation. So that's not a valid trade. And I think that was late too. It was definitely late. So yeah, the goal is to get back green today. Cause what the hell? Oh, do we have any more news today? My news indicator was working at first and now it's not. All right, so 9:30. So I'm gonna set an alarm for 9:29. So yeah, if I could just get back green for the day, I am cool with that. I'm just ready to be out of this account, and I'm gonna knock on wood because I don't want to say that and like fail it. I want the payout, but my goodness, this is brutal. This is a brutal process. But for me to be on week 3 and pretty much almost be break even, I guess that's not bad for it to be my very first one. But yeah, it was great. I haven't been to a concert in so long. I don't like crowds, so a lot of activities that require me to be in crowds, and to be honest with you, I've only gone to a couple of concerts in my lifetime. It was the first B2K tour was at the Pandemonium tour. Was it Pandemonium? Whatever it was called. I went to that one. I got to take a picture with Nick Cannon. It's somewhere around here. And I'm pretty sure the second time I went to a concert was all of those years later when they did it again, like a couple years ago. And I'm trying to think. That's probably it. Oh no, I went to the Coco Jones concert too. And I just missed that trade. Oh, I almost got into it at the last second, but I didn't. But yeah, Coco Jones was the next concert I went to. That was last year. I think last year. I love Coco Jones. And I'm pretty sure that's it, just those 3 concerts. And I remember when we went to the second B2K concert after their little reunion, I wanted to wear my shirt from the first one, but it was white. It was one of the white and green ones. And I was like, because if anybody spilled anything on my vintage, I'm going to jail. So I just wore regular clothes. Damn, I could have made that back. Could have made some of it back with this buy right here. And that was perfect too. I don't know, some of the setups that like haven't set up in a minute are setting up this week. Like that same setup happened earlier this week and I missed it too. You love Coco? I do too. Good morning, new trader. Good morning, good morning. She's putting lunch on you. No, I love Coco. Let me tell you why I was pissed with that concert. So she had it at like this hall here. It doesn't seat a whole lot of people. And I paid extra for VIP, right? Well, I didn't read the ticket. So I didn't know that even though we were VIP, it just meant early entry. Like we had to get there Like, I think they opened it maybe 30 minutes before they opened it for everyone else. I thought because we paid for VIP that we would automatically have like a section in the front, and it was standing only. Well, there was seats like around the outside, but baby, I'm not sitting out there. So we ended up having to stand, but you know, like I said, the hall wasn't that big anyway. But I was so upset because I was like, baby, I'm supposed to be right there at the stage singing every single word of every single song so that she knows that I am her biggest fan. But I fucked up. I didn't know. I told y'all I don't go to concerts like that. So, you know, I'm used to the other 2 concerts that I went to. We had assigned seats. You know what I'm saying? So, I didn't know. I didn't fucking know. But I was very upset about it. I was. I definitely was. Not happy. But we had fun though. We had a lot of fun. And one of the girls that was there, Ebony Riley, loved her. Like, she was very, very entertaining. I ended up downloading her whole album. Actually, this is what I was doing while I was there. Ooh, I like that. Shazam. I Shazammed everything. And then I was like, oh, I just Shazammed the whole damn album. Great. But I really loved her voice. She was, like I said, very entertaining. I ended up buying merch from both of them. And yeah, great time. She had one other chick there, but that chick was kind of boring. Don't tell nobody else. I told y'all, she was not entertaining at all. Great voice, but I wasn't moved. 382. All right. So were we trading down here? I think we were. This is gonna be one of those times where I'm not gonna. This is gonna get on my nerves. The volatility is just too fucking high right now. So I'm gonna wait for the volatility to slow the fuck down. I'm not gonna make any mistakes. Yeah, I missed that buy right there because the market was just moving so goddamn on fast. Which is very annoying. It was literally a perfect buy. Now, so I did change my ATM back. I am going to break even after 15. After 16 ticks again. However, I'm gonna have to remember on counter trend divergence to stop it at 15 ticks. Now, how I'm going to remember that, I don't know, but we're gonna try to remember. We're going to try to remember. But I would love for the volatility to chill out just a tad. It don't even move like this in the first 30 minutes of the session. The first 30 minutes of the session is actually my favorite. Unless we have days like today. That was really the reason why I didn't really have have any setups besides the one that I took that was invalid, because we had the 8:45 medium impact news and then the 9 o'clock high impact news. So there was not very much time to start to trade. I started at 8:35, had to stop at 8:40, restart at 8:47, stop at 8:53. So there just was no time to trade really. So I don't really like the days where we have the 8:45 and 9 o'clock news. It actually fucking sucks, but I still log on just in case. Just in case. Oh, let me go back. $5 max. That's enough for a week. Good morning, Chester. Nice job, nice job. She understanding I only do it at the festivals. Like we threw this bitch and push right to the right. I should have, cause listen, I did not pay all that money for that ticket. I was like not all the way in the back. I was probably like right in the middle. So it wasn't like too bad. But at the same time, it was like, baby, I ain't even supposed to be back here with you peasants. That's how I felt. I felt like a peasant. Oh my gosh. What is this? 57. He almost tricked me. I just did bad math. I wanted 900, but only got 880 because decimals. How do you calculate the 30% rule? I'll be remembering the lyrics and then Googling them later. I'm weak. No, I got bad memory. There's no way I could do that. I just Shazam. I do that wherever I am. If the music is loud enough for my phone to hear it, oh baby, I'm going to Shazam it real quick. And you know, you could click that little button for it to automatically, or not automatically, but for it to add to your Apple Music. Baby, that's how we get our library up. Because if it was not for that, all you would hear on my Apple Music is all, when I say all old stuff, all old stuff. That's all I like. Things from when I was younger, whether it's stuff that I heard that was old school, like The Temptations, Anita Baker, India Arie, whatever, like stuff like that. And then I got like, you know, Mario, B2K. I even have some Nick Cannon stuff because I was a fan of his when I was younger. Some B5 stuff. But Mario is my favorite male artist and Coco is my favorite female artist. Although I do not like her newest song, that Sweep It Up song. I don't like it. And it is the only song thus far since she debuted this time around, like not her music from when she was younger. That's the only song of hers I do not like. And it's nothing that could be done. I just don't like it. I think it's very cheesy and it just sounds like not much effort was put into it. Trading View. Oh no, it's a nightmare this morning. What's going on? Oh yeah, it is NFP. Oh. They're just good. Good morning, Jadale, by the way. Discussing it's real striking. Your Quan Tower was your Quan Tower was acting up too. All right, let's concentrate. Hold on. I'm just trying to make sure I'm not missing anything, and I am not. IT. I would like for my back to be better. Good perfume. What kind? Make that 2,500 for the Martin. I love it. What kind of perfume you got on? Let's see. So we're back to the major support level. Let's see if we could push through it. I am so mad I took that trade this morning, actually. Oh, that 5-minute chart looks a little nuts. This buy was almost valid, but the delta on the downside was 73 and that one was 72, so I couldn't take it. It is. Yeah, this is. And I know I'm gonna be mad if I end up red today. We're coming all the way back. Hey, look how the swings are just painting way too fast. It's not. And I have to find a place. So let me try right there. 64. Why are the swings so huge? I was trying to get into the buy right there, but we didn't end up setting up. I don't remember what the number was now. 10. This was valid, but I couldn't take it. We were too close to the zone. You guys know I would have had to break even right at this, like 2 ticks later, so it was pointless. I think I could start to take these trades. I think I have figured it out. This was valid as well. Not based off of my old rules. I didn't used to take the first pullback after a bias change, but I think I can now that my actual rules for that pullback is correct. All right, we really just need to either push above the zone or go back down. One of the two. We're trading too close to, like, under it. And this trade wouldn't have triggered. The difference between the reversal bar and like where my entry bar was, and or the entry level would be the price, and when it came back to it, there was like 0.02 seconds. I wouldn't have gotten filled. Come on, figure out what you're gonna do, please. Please don't trade in between. Going back. Stuck in the trade. Ran up 1,800 in profit. I cannot close. Oh no, that's trash. December vanilla. Where is that from, Applejacks? That is trash. Okay, I just experienced it. Showing trade evade. Exit. About to be very careful. Yeah, be careful, you guys. Even like yesterday, a lot of people, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. People were having issues with Rhythmic, I think around like right before noon Central Standard Time. And it was across different props. Fast Track said F y'all basically, because you know they had like 9 days that they had reset people at some point last month. Apex said nothing. Other props, I don't know if they said anything, but yeah, there were different people that were having issues. Like they couldn't even log into Rhythmic. Some people logged in, their accounts were not there. It was just a mess. You have to go to 30 range or at least 4,000 ticks. Order flow, I'm not gonna do that, but thank you. It's not a have to. Have to is a very strong word. You could trade without those settings. Renko is good for structure. Yep, and that's why I use it. Good morning, Predator. How are you this morning? Trading options for the rest of the day? Yes, definitely. Seen Tots up talking about Rhythmic yesterday. Yeah, different props were. If I wanted to trade with, first of all, the Nasdaq is usually not like this, right? There's reasons for the volatility. So, if I wanted to trade where these swings are not so fast, I would just increase my Renko size, right? But I'm not gonna do that because I've explained before where I don't want to continue changing my Renko size up and down based on volatility and volume and I don't want to do that. Like my strategy works on this setting, so I'm gonna stay at this setting. But you know, there's gonna be the occasional times where it's just moving too fast and it sucks. Because the reality, I get a lot of setups each day. The only problem is that I miss a lot because I just don't have my rules set in my head yet, or I'll forget what the previous delta was and I'm like, oh, what was that? What's the number I'm supposed to be looking for? Yeah, happens a lot. So, but for now, we're just gonna stick to this setting. I already looked at possibly increasing to 20 and I just don't like 20 because when the market's not moving like this, 20 sucks. It still works, but it just sucks. I would literally just be watching the market the majority of the time because of the way that the swings paint. I wouldn't get a lot of entries in a day. And I just feel like, you know, you make mistakes, you miss trades, things like that. So you need as many setups as you can when you're scalping. Now you intraday swing trade, that's your business. But with scalping, you need to be able to get as many setups as you can to be able to have enough wins to be able to cover your losses. I can't see that number, 310. All right, and we got one more news event, right? Yeah, 9:40. So we're gonna have 39. Oh shit, I mean I did it. gosh, my back. Oh, can I start drinking water again? Yes, I can. No, wait. No, I can't. Yes, I can. No. I gotta wait like 15 more minutes. I started taking xylitol mints maybe 2 days ago. I came across this YouTube video that was talking about xylitol and using it for oral health and restoring your enamel, restoring your gums, reversing cavities and things like that. So yeah, I wanted to try it out. The girl had really good results, her and her boyfriend, husband, one of the two. And yeah, so I decided I wanted to try it. And she got the information from a doctor on YouTube who has a lot of information on her YouTube about using xylitol for those things. So I decided I wanted to try it. Oh shoot. 2. Of course. 3. But when you use the mints, you can't eat or drink for an hour. What if I say you have to have a good day? What exactly is your strategy? I trade pullbacks and divergence, and I use order flow. I use order flow to do it. So, but there's different, I have different setups, so different setups require different order flow patterns. Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention. So for instance, like on a regular pullback, since this is an uptrend, if the delta of this, let's say, is 10, then the delta of this reversal bar needs to be more than 10 in order to continue pushing the uptrend. So that's pretty much the simple version of the pullbacks, but that's for regular pullbacks, like higher low, higher high, higher low. Divergence is different. Divergence is kind of the same though, because divergence, you still need counter trend divergence, you still need the same thing. So the delta of the reversal bar, the entry bar, needs to be more than the delta of the previous reversal bar, you know, the pullback that started the pullback. But yeah, if it's a trap, different criteria for some setups. The delta doesn't necessarily have to be more than the previous reversal bar, but in the way that I determine if it's a trap or not is based on who's in control and the point of control. So if I'm looking for a sale and the buyers are in the point of control of my entry bar, well, it's a trap. So I look at a combination of the volume of the swings, as well as where the POC is, who's in control in the POC, and then order flow. So it's a 3-tier combination, I guess you could say. And then I'm really careful around certain levels. Certain levels I don't trade at, certain levels I have to break even at. I don't like trading with double bottoms and double tops in the swings. It's just different things. So at the concert last night, some girl was looking at me smile like she wanted me to shoot. But to me, she kind of looked like a... Trenches? Please don't make me laugh. My back still hurts. What is wrong with you? Oh my gosh. Why are you crazy? Oh my goodness. I'm weak. Only trenches, bro. What order flow program are you? Where's my order flow chart? My order flow chart, you guys see a different screen. So you guys see my laptop screen. My order flow chart is here. Again, I only care who's in control and the point of control and what the delta is. I could see the numbers in each level if I wanted to in the profile, but I literally don't care about that. I combine it because me knowing that there's 34 sellers and 25 buyers, I don't need to know that information. I just need to know who's in control, and that's it. Yeah, I have multiple screens going. I got this screen in front of me that has my entry chart, which has my chart trader on it that helps me to enter right at the close of the bar. Then I have the order flow chart there. I also can put the order flow to show like where the daily point, like all the orders are at each level. That's too much information in this information overload. I don't need it. And then you guys see that screen, and then I have a screen up here that has like the chat and stuff on it. All right, I'm gonna sit out for a minute. Well, another minute and a half, 2 minutes, and then I'll restart. The order flow program I'm using is from Ninja. I don't know any other order flow indicators that allow you to put it on Renko's or any. I'm pretty sure with theirs you could put it on any chart. So even if you use range bars and things like that, I'm pretty sure you can use it on that as well. But you know, most order flow indicators you cannot use on Renko's. So I specifically purchased this one because I wanted it for Renko's. Trenches, your comment about that girl looking like a man is gonna be stuck in my head all day. All right, we got like 15 seconds and then I can start trading again. But yeah, because I'm scalping, sometimes the swings are too big for what I'm personally looking for. So that's a thing. But it doesn't bother me that much because this type of price action, we don't really get like that. So it's like whatever. If there's a couple of days a month where I just can't really trade because of it, it kind of is what it is. Tried to get into that that sell, but it just went straight through my entry. It happened so fast, I don't know if you guys even saw the entry pop up there, but you could see bar closed, we just skipped straight through. And But yeah, I've kind of identified the order flow patterns that consistently paint every day at specific levels. I use 3 different versions of a half trend. So most of my, and this is one of them, I only have one showing on that chart because that's the one that determines what the overall trend bias is. But yeah, most of my trades are trades off of one of those 3 levels, whether it's the pullback or divergence. Like this would be divergence at the major level. So yeah, I just trade patterns that consistently paint at those levels. Essentially, there are trades that I take obviously that are not at those levels, the counter trend trade, the counter trend divergence, and then there is like a divergence that can happen above the major level that pushes things back down. It'll usually happen between this level and this one, some kind of divergence, to continue the downtrend. And that's pretty much it. All right, I can finally start drinking water again. I hate drinking out of bottles. Have you compared a regular range or tick chart to a Renko? Yeah, I mean, the type of charts you're talking about, I've traded those before. I've been trading for 10 years. This is just the first time where I'm actually attempting to put together a scalping strategy, but I've traded those type of charts when I was intraday swing trading. I've traded 2-minute charts, 1-minute charts, 30-minute charts, hourly charts, range charts, tick charts. I've traded them all. And I talk about this all the time. I have no idea what was going on in my life 2 years ago that made me stop trading, because I was profitable and I was trading a live account. This is before I started trading props. However, because of how time consuming it could be at times, I just didn't want to do that anymore. And I definitely didn't want to do it with props that have trailing drawdowns and shit like that. So, but the amount of time that I was spending on the charts, also, I just not interested. And I've always wanted to learn how to scalp and have a systematic approach to scalping, because most people that I watch who scalp do not have a system. It's more about hunch, and how they feel. And that doesn't work for my brain. I'm very analytical, so my brain does not work that way. I need a strategy that has very clear cut rules. Not just for myself, because that's how my brain works, but because if I ever decided that I wanted to teach any part of my strategy, I want it to be very clear, concise rules, because that helps to prevent you from going on tilt, number one. And number two, I wanted it to where if I had 17 students all looking at the same chart, they all would make the same decision, because the rules are very concise. For instance, one of my girlfriends who trades, very great trader. Let me see, hold on, 6. Anyway, she's a very great trader. she has students that do really well with her strategy. I don't. There's a part of her strategy that is pretty systematic, but then there's another part that isn't. And it's the part that isn't that I can't do. Yeah, these bars are just painting a little too fast right now because I just missed this. I was literally looking at it. I wanted there to be a trap here, and it was, and I wanted the delta to be more than the previous bar, and it was, and it did it. It just painted a little too fast. But anyway, so yeah, so her system works well for her. It works well for her students. It does not work well for me, partly because part of it is drawing support and resistance levels and like manually, which does not work for me because what you see as support or resistance, I might not see. Or no, my problem is I'm so analytical that I will draw 100 more lines than you would. So that part of her strategy, it just does not work for me. Great strategy though, it just don't work for me. Damn. And I would have gotten filled and it would have been a full win too. But yeah, so that's that. We just pushed too far there. I'm mad that bar changed where I wanted it to be so late. Hold on, I'm going backwards, folks. Something was off. No disrespect if anybody is trans. What if I'm trans? No, I'm not. I'm not. Chopping, but I rage quit. You rage quit? Oh yeah, you rage quit because of TradingView. It's not for earnings again, yeah. Good morning, Albie. How are you this morning? Yes, I hope I can get back to green. We'll see. Move that phone call shit off the... Oh, shit. I forgot it was there. I forgot it was there, sir. Thank you. I definitely been off that phone call for almost an hour. So I have bad peripheral vision. Let me just make that clear. So when I look at the chat, I didn't even see that there was like this little... Because y'all chat is like to the right of the screen that I can see what you guys see. Good morning. It's just Alex P. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. But yeah, I could not even see that. I couldn't. Trenches is crazy. I love it. Y'all make my morning. That's why my sneaky link be mad. Go ahead and go be with them people that love you so much. That's what he always be saying. Hater. Alrighty. I just want to get back to break even at least. Green is better, but I'll take break even. Something. No, Chester. I mean, you can make a suggestion, but I promise I don't need it. I promise. All right, see you, Janelle. And thank you. Hopefully I can't get back green. You'll find out tomorrow. Applejacks, why did you say uh-oh? But yeah, Chester, that's pretty basic information. I would hope someone knows that you see less noise on bigger charts. But yeah, I don't, not to say that, well, I'm not really open to suggestions, only because I know a lot more than you guys think. Again, remember, I am putting together a specific strategy for a specific reason. So going to bigger bars does not help me in the strategy that I'm trading. It is great that you have very big P&L days. That's not to say that I don't want that one day, but in the way that other people make money, that doesn't move me and that doesn't inspire me. Like, if I wanted to have bigger P&L days, I would go back to intraday swing trading, doing what I was doing in my personal account for years, literally years, profitable with no problem. I just want to scalp, and I want to scalp with Renkos. If I wanted to intraday swing trade, I would just increase the Renko size and just trade. But that's not what I'm looking to do. I want to be in and out of trades fast. The only thing I'm willing to do is possibly go up to an 18 or 20 tick chart. That's about it. I want to literally, so my goal literally is, well, if I was not on YouTube, was to literally have 1 or 2 trades in the first 30 minutes of the session and go live my life. That's it. Be in and out within 10 seconds of both trades and go bye-bye. The only reason why I continue to trade after 9 o'clock is because I'm streaming. Otherwise, I would be done. That's it. I would be done. Oh, I moved something that wasn't supposed to be moved. But yeah. Trust me when I tell you, I can put up so many P&Ls from years before I stopped trading for a couple of years. I was very profitable. I just don't want to trade that way anymore. It's not appealing to me anymore. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, and I won't do it. I'm pretty sure I just... Yeah, I did miss this trade right here. And some of the problems is that some of the setups, they haven't been happening much. That's the other thing. Like, the market conditions change. So certain setups that I was used to seeing every day for the last couple of weeks, those are not the ones that are setting up all the time this week, you know. So I'll just forget rules, and then that's what makes me forget to pull the trigger and just things like that. But trust me, I don't take offense to you or order flow suggestions. It's just I know these things already, but that doesn't help me with what I am trying to do. That helps with what you do, with what your strategy is, but that does not help me with what I am trying to do. And can't get to the right edge. Good morning, True. How are you this morning? Good morning. Black chip. Jealous because we get you every day for a few hours. Exactly, Amelia. He don't like that. Humbleness is key in this game. Why do you guys... first of all, I hate the word humble. If you go look up the definition of humble, you should never ask anyone to be humble. Second of all, what I just said had nothing to do with not being humble. I think that people who try to force their thought process and their suggestions onto people, I think that you got, if we want to talk about humility, the humility comes from that. First of all, you guys have to remember that people on YouTube, if people on YouTube were here because they wanted suggestions, they would put really big across the screen, please teach me how to trade. I want your suggestions, or they would ask for it. YouTubers who are live streaming their trading are literally just here sharing their journeys, whatever it may be, whatever strategies they're trying to develop, whatever payouts they're trying to get, and that's literally it. There's no humility that is needed to do that. There's no humility that's needed. Again, I just told you I've been trading for 10 years. I was profitable in my live account. I just had other things going on. I was a nurse at the time. I was running 2 different businesses, and I just did not have the time to devote to trading. But when I got back into trading, I just told myself that I wanted to scalp, and that's it. If I wanted to swing trade, I would literally go get my journal from the last time I was trading when I was profitable for like 5 years straight, and I would just go get the journal and just trade the same exact way. The strategy worked for 5 years straight. Literally. Like, I don't understand why people such as yourself who make suggestions, and then when YouTubers like, I don't really want your suggestions, the first thing that comes out of you guys' mouth is something about humility. Why can't it just be that I don't want your suggestions because I'm trying to do something specific, and what you are trying to suggest to me doesn't help with what I'm specifically trying to do, which is just sharing my journey. That's it. There's no attitude. It's literally, that's just it. I don't get it. I literally don't. Not gonna say because I don't want to piss streamers off, but I'm a little sister at the end of it. Exactly. Like I literally don't get it. Well, this one isn't working. You're correct, Chester. You're right. It's not working. It's not working, and I'm so upset about it. If I was upset with the process of putting together my strategy again, don't you think I would just stop and go trade what was working? And actually, the strategy does work. What doesn't work is my execution of it. That's it. If I cared about the number of red days that I've had in the last 10 months of putting this together, I would have stopped streaming by now. Like, people such as yourself don't bother me, because if you bothered me, I would literally just block you. That's no problem. Like, life is enough. I wouldn't be bothered by someone on the internet who can literally just post that they made $2,000 every single day, and I don't know if you did or not. And it's not saying that I don't believe you, because I know that there are people who are profitable, and I know that there are people who know how to trade. But, and I absolutely love celebrating people's wins. There are other people who have been here every single day for months, and we celebrate each other's wins every single day. But I think that the problem is you're more worried about my strategy not working than I am. Why? Because it does work. Again, the execution is my fault. When I'm missing trades, it's my fault. If I'm not executing properly, it's my fault. If I'm getting into a trade that's actually invalid because I forgot the rules, because my rules have changed over time of me developing this, it's my fault. I'm pretty sure there are very few people out here who have put together a full-blown strategy in the way that I have, without learning anything from anyone, without having any previous information, and been profitable in 10 months. You can't find me any, and I'm not, you learn from someone else, you don't count. Literally, you don't count. So I think that you guys have more of a problem than I do, and that's just reality. When I tour and the tickets is expensive, Swaggy C is, I'm not gonna say that word. Haven't seen online safety in a bit, right? Online safety makes comments on the videos after, but yeah, he's not here on lives. So I didn't block him. I almost did, because he made a comment that I did not like, and it had nothing to do with me. It was what he said about someone else, and I'm gonna reply to the comment. After I get off of YouTube, I don't get back on there, so I don't really reply to my comments that much. But I legit, you guys, I just don't understand why people don't consume content for the purposes that they're here for. That's just what I don't get. And that would honestly be the reason why I stopped doing YouTube, because eventually it's just like, I don't want to get to the level of Nutty Bar and Alpine and Patrick. Like, I don't. I'm not gonna lie. I would rather just have a small Discord and keep it to people who I love interacting with personally, because I just don't understand people. If someone has content that I don't want to consume, I don't. If people's strategies are not working, I don't say anything. Like, I literally am just there to watch them trade, to watch them on their journeys, and that's just that. The only time I ever said anything to anyone was to Nutty, and this was like months ago. And I just said, hey, I don't know if you've noticed, but the indicator that you use on your chart, the Wadar explosion, I was like, I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of your trades that you win is because you're going in the same direction of what that indicator says. And a lot of your trades that you lose, it's when, you know, you're taking a sell, but the explosion indicator tells you that it's time to buy. That is literally the only time I've ever said anything to anyone. Nutty Bar was literally not profitable for an entire year. He spent $30,000 on eval and PA fees for an entire year before he got his first payout. Do you think I was sitting there telling him, your strategy's not working, you need to listen to this person, or you need to go do ICT or whatever, like your strategy's not working, you need some humility? No, I did not. Because who the fuck cares? It's your $30,000 that you spent, not mine. I'm just here to watch you, to cheer you on for when you do become profitable. I can say that I've been here from the beginning. That's it. And guess what? His very first payout made him break even. He made $30,000. Move on. Now he's 100,000+ year to date. And kudos to him. Think about how many people are on Alpine streams telling him how he doesn't know how to trade. He will tell you his strategy does not work in a live account, because he will tell you he's profitable in prop firms. But guess what? He withdrew $300,000. So why do you guys have things to say to this man? Let him figure it out. If he wanted suggestions, he'd ask for it. I just don't get it. I don't. He charging 15th. Baby, bye. You had that much money, I wouldn't need you. First of all, if he is doing, not to say that one-on-one mentorship isn't worth it. I've paid for one-on-one mentorship before from my girlfriend who I told you had the course, but it wasn't expensive. It was like $300, and she just went through everything on a personal level and, you know, answer my questions, things like that. But $15,000, first of all, your course that you sell should give me more than enough information for me to be able to put that $15,000 into a damn account, or spread that $15,000 across the cost of different prop firms and help me to make money. I shouldn't need to pay you for private mentorship. And speaking of how much money people, so I was just talking about how Nutty spent like $30,000 his first year of trading with props. I bought my first Apex account in May of 2022. Was I trading it that entire time? Absolutely fucking not. I didn't really start trading it until I got on YouTube 10 months ago. I had different accounts. I would just be playing around with stuff, and then I would stop and play around with stuff and stop. And in almost 2.5 years, I've spent less than $5,000, you guys. Okay. Less than $5,000. I literally am only using these accounts to practice my strategy and do what I need to do. Once my execution is better, I'll be fine. Like, if I could show you guys my daily journal to show you guys how many trades I miss, and 95% of those misses are wins. So trust me, when I am journaling, I am irritated at myself. Now, if I miss it because like earlier, the market's just moving so fast, fine. But I'm talking about days that are not like this. Like even yesterday, I'm like, damn, I didn't really have a lot of trades for the price action to be this way. I fucking lied. But sometimes, I don't know, I think sometimes I just zone out or I just forget things, whatever. I had literally 7 valid setups yesterday that I missed. 7, and they all were wins. Remember, my wins are $86. You know what? I'll do the math for you. I'll do the math for you. That's how much I missed out on profit yesterday. 200 of that PA, 400 of that would be starting my Top Step account. So this is why I get irritated. I'm irritated at myself. My strategy works. I don't work. Mind you, I took 2 trades yesterday. I broke even on one of them because I thought I read the order flow wrong, and I did not. So I should have had 9 setups yesterday. Literally all wins. It takes time to do certain, like, you know, again, I'm trading order flow patterns I see every day. Well, guess what? There's 7 different setups. Every setup doesn't happen every day. I'll say 6 because one of them I don't really trade that much, like the 1 bar pullback. There are 6 valid setups. Inside of those, there are different, you know, moving parts. It takes a while for you to gather enough data. I spent a couple months putting things together one way. I felt like, this is not it. Added one thing. Okay, we're on the right track, but it still ain't it. Added another thing. Okay, things are way better. Now, I can tell y'all right now, I'm not making any more drastic changes to my strategy. What my strategy is what it is at this point. Like, I don't need to add anything else. Volume of the swings, delta, that's all that matters. And knowing where the point of control is and taking these trades off of these levels, that's all I need to do. But I gotta execute it. Aristotle charts the same. I just go to him or Wall Street. I love Wall Street Trapper. The 20K, but Trap also said he paid 40K for Tony Robbins mentorship. And that wasn't even intimate. What? That's crazy. Yeah, mentorships. I'm gonna tell you something. The best mentorship that I've ever received was mentorship I didn't have to pay for. And that's only because those mentors saw something in me that made them want to attach themselves to me and help me to further my career, further my knowledge. All of them multi-millionaires for a long time. And I have not talked to most of them in a couple of years, besides maybe telling them happy birthday, you know, things like that, or them telling me happy birthday. But I can literally call every single one of them today, ask whatever I need to ask, be connected with whoever I need to be connected to. Like, it's like that. If I was to, hey, I'm gonna be in town in 2 weeks, let's set something up, let's go out to dinner. Yes, they would meet up with me and they would pay for it. Like, when I tell y'all I've been exposed to a lot, most of my mentors, and I'm not lying to you, most of my mentors live off the interest they earn on their money every month. The interest. The interest. Yeah. Very successful people. But that does not mean that I aspire to be like them and make money the way they do, because I don't. I do not. But I have different goals of how I want to create certain passive income. For a long time, I did not want to do it in real estate, but I might want to now. We'll see. We'll see. The top step is $400. I thought it was cheaper. No. Yeah, what Trench has said. Yeah, get connected for free with education. Absolutely. Like, when I tell y'all I am very connected, I am very connected. Matter of fact, I don't know if you guys ever watch, I have to go look to see what, you guys have probably seen clips from his podcast, Social Proof. The Social Proof podcast with David Shands and Donnie Wiggins. So David Shands, the guy, I knew him before he blew up. Like, I went on, like, he was on a couple of like high school tours. I've gone to do high school stuff with him before. Kind of sat back, watched him do his thing. I knew him when he had his Sleepers for Suckers t-shirt brand, when he had a kiosk in, I think it was the Cumberland Mall. I still have t-shirts from him to this day. I knew him before all of that stuff, before he got married, had kids, like all of those things. As a matter of fact, he had like a slight partnership with the network marketing company that I helped to start. And I met him through one of my mentors. Like, anytime I came to Atlanta, I would go see him at his kiosk and, you know, things like that. Like, I know people. I know people. I had that disc method mentorship for free. That shit is definitely worth paying for, though. Disc method? What's that? Who don't remember? Wait, what jingle we talking about? What jingle? What jingle? But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm really ready to start trading my Top Step account. But I have to, this account just has to do something. Now, if I had other PAs already, I honestly probably would have just canceled this one and just kept it moving. But since this is my only one, like, I don't want to do that. I want to try to get the payout out of it. But I'm just ready to trade with Top Step, honestly. But what I am going to do, though, next week is I'm going to trade the Top Step account first. And I'm going to go in probably with 2 contracts and attempt to make like $600 either way before I switch, because my renewal is on the 15th. So I have all of next week. Oh shit, I forgot jury duty. This is why jury duty gotta go. I have all of next week and then that Monday to do something with it. So we'll see what happens, but I'm definitely, because at this point, it's like my priority is Top Step, but also my priority is trying to get the payout out of this PA. But I don't want the account sitting. So my only other option is to just let it sit and just, you know, let it renew and keep it moving. Because part of me is like, do I really want to hurry up and try to pass the Top Step account? Because the reality is I can't trade it until I'm done with whatever goal is, you know, on this Rhythmic Apex PA. So I don't know. We'll see. Hi, what's the indicator you're using? Which one? Oh, education connection? Yeah, I don't know nothing about that. I'm very sheltered. What is that? Which indicator, Carlos? I have several. Most of the lines that you see here is just prior prior day OHLC, current day OHL. I have a support and resistance indicator, which actually you can't see on the screen because none of the levels are here. But it's the famed super pivot by Ninja. I use the order flow VWAP, which is whatever squiggly lines. Well, I think this is the only VWAP line that's in the screen right now. And this is a market. Oh, wait. Yeah, just tell me which indicator you're talking about and I could tell you. But most of my indicators are just different levels of support and resistance. And now we have the dreadful after 10 o'clock. Trash. I did decide last night I'm not going to stop trading at 10:30 as much as I want to. I'm not going to because there are still great opportunities between 10:30 and 10:45. However, I do need to either not trade the counter trend divergence, or actually I might be able to, since I'm going to continue to change the break even thingy to 15 ticks for counter trend divergence. I think I should be able to still trade counter trend divergence after 10:30. Wasn't sure if you're showing on was it an automated system. No, this is, well, I manually trade. However, the indicators, I guess you could say, they change automatically. Yeah, I don't have bots. Although I actually could set up a bot for some of the setups. I would be able to set up a bot, but I wouldn't do that. But yeah, so the zigzag is price action swing pro. It's volume based. That's why some cells show a green line. And then I have a market structure indicator, and that's what's showing like the rotation levels, the prime highs and lows, that stuff. But yeah, no, I trade manually. All right, give me one setup, please, before I get off. I would prefer not to enter. I just got this account in good profit. I think after Monday's session, I was back like a couple dollars. Ooh. It's not gonna work. That will. That won't. That will. The POC kept changing. However, that might lose. Fuck, man. And why? Something's not right. Oh, yes it is. Okay, it changed. I chanced it on that trade, I'm not gonna lie, but I didn't really care. Because at this point, I just don't care anymore. I'm so over today, and that's probably not a good thing. But yeah, I did chance it on that trade. Because technically that probably would have ended up being a weak level, which I don't trade often. So it was a chance, and the chance was bad, but that's all right. Because I did hit the loss though, I'm gonna log out and log into the Top Step account and do that. So I shouldn't have chanced it, but I did. It is what it is. That's from being impatient because nothing has been setting up today. Well, let me not lie. I've been poorly executing today. Not executing at all. So I'm gonna tell you guys after that loss, this is what I'm about to start doing. So there wasn't enough of a pullback here to technically declare this level as a weak level, but it actually was a weak level. And basically what happens is like, and this is just patterns that I've noticed because I've been trading with Renkos for so long. So the volume in this swing was less than this one, okay? So we're in an uptrend at the moment. So if there's less volume in this swing up than this one, well then the next pullback is technically a weak pullback. Why is that? Because if we're in an uptrend, hold on. Hold please. I'm trying to see if I'm gonna take this trade or not. That didn't turn out how I wanted it to. So anyway, so when that happens, you know, it's basically telling you that the sellers are already starting to kind of take control of the swing. And so that's why the next pullback after typically doesn't work out. Now typically because of the indicator that I use for the half trends tells me when a level is weak or not. You know, if the level is weak, I don't take it. But if it doesn't say weak, then I do take it. However, again, that swing only pulled back like 1 or 2 bars, I think 2 bars. So because of that, that wasn't enough bars for it to be able to paint to tell me that it was a weak level. So I went ahead and chanced it, but I shouldn't have. But that's more of like, I don't want to say a whatever moment, but that's just more of like a frustration, just chance it because I haven't taken very many trades and I'm annoyed a little bit. But either way. Oh, I didn't know that. I feel like I'm watching myself trade minus the Renkos. Yeah, I just get to like it's really bad because it's not tilt. I literally chanced it. It wasn't, I mean, everything else about the trade fit my rules, but because it didn't say weak, I just went ahead and chanced it, but I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have, but I'm just annoyed. But like I said, I get annoyed just with my own self because I think the worst thing is having a strategy that works and you don't do what you're supposed to do to execute it properly. That's my problem with myself. And it's like all the data that I've compiled to put this strategy together, I don't need to chance anything. I don't need to question anything. Like, if losses happen, I can always afterwards go back like, okay, let's see if I could have, you know, maybe I missed something. Maybe this setup has not happened in a while, or I don't have a lot of examples or, you know, things like that. But I have to get better with execution. I have to. But part of it needs to maybe if I like, part of the reason is because I'm so zoomed in on the order flow chart because I need to see who's in control in the point of control. And having to go back because I'm just forgetting the damn numbers is insane. Maybe I need to have me like a little notepad so that I could just write the previous delta and just keep writing it so I don't forget it. Maybe that's what I need to do. I don't know. But that keeps me out of so many trades. If I could just pay someone to code something to show me that, maybe, can I do it in the... I wonder if... I wonder if I could code something like that. I might look into try to code it myself. That's what I might do. Oh, I can't take this straight. That would have been a very rookie mistake. We got view up 200 SMA. All close together. Barcode. Yeah, I do something similar where, like, if all of my half trends are really close together, or like I told you guys yesterday, if the middle one is opposite the other two, then I know it's just gonna be choppy back and forth. 105. Damn, I'm almost back down to 50,000 on this account, which fucking sucks. My setup was almost setting up for a buy. It stopped. We couldn't get enough buyers there. I wonder why it's showing that the middle pivot level is there, because it's really not. It's like 60 points off from where it actually is. That's very weird. Why you didn't take the pullback buy? That one? Oh, so it the low, I actually was going to, I needed to pull back one more tick. So if I could show. So this is my minor half trend, and it hit it to the tick. And with that, I call that a pin bar, but most of the time where it hits it to the tick and it doesn't go like one tick below it, that is it almost always loses. I don't know why that is, but, and that's with any of the half trends. Otherwise I would have taken it, because that was literally the only thing that invalidated it. That's not gonna be enough. And now the trend is getting weaker and weaker with every pullback. Which I mean, you can kind of see we're not going anywhere. What time is it? Alright, I got 10 minutes. Oh, the one before that? Back here? This one? I could tell you. Oh, it just didn't pull back far enough. That's all. When I'm counter trend, it didn't pull back far enough and there was too much delta in that one. So whenever I'm doing like counter trend moves like that, hello? Sorry y'all, I lost connection. But anyway, yeah, whenever I'm going counter trend like this, once I'm above the major level, which lets me know that, hey, we're probably going to be pushing up, unless usually the only time we don't continue to push up is if we fail here and we just use that as resistance and push back down instead of changing to an uptrend. But I want the delta of this entry bar to be less than the delta of the previous bar. And the reason why is because we're counter trend, right? So the best way to describe it is that because we're counter trend, if it takes more buyers to push up than we had sellers pushing it down, well, that means we have too much seller pressure, right? Which makes it very difficult for us to continue the uptrend. So if we have less buyers that are needed to push this up versus how many sellers we needed to push it down, then most of the time that buy is going to work out very freely. So like I take buys counter trend, I take buys different down here. And then once we get, like, if the bar, let's say this happened right on top of my major level, I'm looking for a certain pattern. But then once we get above it, I'm looking for a whole totally different pattern, because now we're reaching a level where we're probably going to change trends. And there are certain setups that I have that I could literally hold them for way longer than I do. I just don't want to, because I don't want to deal with the trailing drawdown, number one. And then number two, I just like the fact that my stop loss and take profit are very consistent, which would make it very difficult for them to deny me a payout. I don't need them coming up with any kind of excuses, okay? Zero, none, zilch. So, but yeah, that's why I didn't take that one. It was kind of like in a free for all area. I wanted it to pull back. I think my minor level was like right here. So that's the other thing. When I'm counter trend, I need the support of the minor half trend. I don't want it to be in la la land, not touching anything, because that's a pretty dangerous trade. So, you know, most of my trades are pushing off of something, is using the support of some level that I have, except the counter trend divergence and also some of the trend divergences. Well, this was not one, but most of the time I'm pushing off of something. 40. If I'm going to top step, I can change that. Yeah, that is true. I just know that, you know, I'm gonna keep trading Apex accounts. And I would rather use the same strategy that works across all, because also the other thing is, like, I'm eventually, once I have gotten to a certain level of payouts, I'm going to start trading my personal account again, right? And I don't want to change my take profit based on, okay, I'm trading this over here or that. I just don't want to do that. However, you know, with my Apex accounts, I do not plan to go more than a certain daily target or loss each day, no matter what, because it just doesn't make sense to. They just have too many like too much iffy shit, and I would just rather not deal with it. So I just rather be really consistent with my sizing and, you know, all of that stuff too. 20. I'm gonna try to go for the buy here. Hopefully it works out. And where is my stop loss and take profit? Jeez, man. And it didn't copy either. What the fuck? I'm gonna have to get out manually. Close. Oh, it tried to copy, but hello? I can't cancel my orders. All right. I'm going to. I can't cancel the damn orders, and it's the TradeAvate account. Oh, never mind. Hold on. Oh, there it goes. I don't know what that was about. So I had to get out manually, and of course by the time it filled me, for whatever reason, my stop loss and take profit were still pending. Like, I could cancel them, and I don't really understand. But that's the buy that I got into. When it got to 20 ticks in profit, I tried to close it, but it pulled back by then. Thanks a lot, market. Thanks a lot. And because I just logged into the Top Step account, that's why I didn't copy. So I could have got a little something on it. Oh my god, it's not on. All right, we got 2 minutes left. Streamer is not having fun. Cause I don't understand. I don't understand. Shit, I forgot the number. 7. Can't use. That would work out. And this is what gets irritating sometimes, because I just took this trade out. It was a trap, and you could see that the change level went through the body of the candle. Divergence in the same direction of the trend. I literally just took this out like 2 days ago. And today it works. I would have wanted this to be a continuation instead. But it was a trap. Oh, and I'm lying. It was not a trap. What the fuck? It was not a trap. Why did I oh, I saw the color of the POC next to it, child. This is what I be talking about. It's literally execution on my part. I don't know how, but I saw this And I don't even know how that even happened. But that's exactly what I wanted. Look. Delta of 7. Buyers are still in control for the buy. I just need the delta to be more. It's 15. Is 15 greater than 7? Yes, it is. But I thought it was a trap for some dumbass reason. And I know I would have gotten filled too. And it would have been a full win. Oh, actually, you know what? Nope, it wouldn't have. No, I wouldn't have gotten filled. Okay, I feel better. I feel better. That wouldn't have gotten filled at all. You can see it just skipped through. This bar came one tick from hitting it, but it didn't hit it. Okay, I feel better. Never mind. Who else offers 20 accounts? Yeah, Fast Track. I think that's the only one I can think of is Fast Track. Didn't Elite Trader funding just go up to 20 accounts recently? I don't really trust that firm much. I've just heard a lot of bad things about how when you get to a certain level, they will deny your payout and shut your account down for no reason other than the fact that they don't want to pay you out. And they do the same thing as Apex, where when they deny you, they don't really tell you why. They just give you a whole list of like 10 different things that it could be. And I don't really like that Apex does that either. Because if I DCA, tell me I DCA'd. If it's because of, like, I don't like this improper risk management. Because some people are getting hit with that and it doesn't look like they have improper risk management at all. Now, there have been people where, like, I saw one dude say, well, sometimes I do, what did he say? Sometimes I do 5 minis and sometimes I do 10. What? And it sounded like when he loses on 5, he double downs to do 10 on the next trade. Well, that's improper risk management, bro. That doesn't make sense. But there's someone in one of the discords right now who got hit with the improper risk management. He always only uses 1 to 2 minis, and he has a pretty set stop loss and take profit, so it doesn't make sense why he got hit with it. And Apex's thought process and what they said is the reason why they are general with it is because if they tell you super specific details, well, then you're gonna, people will try to find a way to skirt around it. I'm all for protecting your company from scammers and schemers, but let's just be real right now. There are way more traders who are doing things the right way than there are the scammers and schemers. Now, the scammers and schemers are probably hitting you for way more money than the legit traders. However, I feel like you are punishing the real traders because you are not being specific with them. And what they do not understand is their ambiguity is the reason why so many people are leaving. Nobody wants to guess what their issue was. Nobody wants to guess that. They need to know. And you can't say that there is no way for you to tell people specifically, because there is. If I showed you guys the back office of my old credit repair company and how I had over 150 automations, no matter what someone's denial was for, like I had different denials for getting into my program. And guess what? If I denied someone because they live in a state that I was not operating in yet, I assign them a tag, and as soon as that tag is assigned, 5 minutes later, they get a text message and an email saying, hey, unfortunately, you do not qualify for our program because you live in an area we do not service. It did not say you are denied from our program because of one of the following. You don't live in an area we service. You do not qualify for the program because you don't have any items that need to be removed. I didn't give them a list of 10 reasons. There was very specific reasons. No matter what something was, whether it was a denial, whether I was updating someone on something, I had automations that were very specific to a certain tag that I would assign to a person, because people need to be informed about wherever they are on any journey in any process, right? So I am not a fan of how they do things so ambiguous. It's very trash and it needs to change. It does. No, I'm cool on them. Me too. Me too. I actually was told that they are like so far behind on their payouts. Supposedly they're supposed to get caught up, but they ain't caught up yet. I'm gonna have to log. Wait, actually, maybe I don't. Hold on. Oh, I don't actually have to. All right, cool. I thought I would have to log back in. Oh, no, actually, I do. I lied. Wait a minute. I'm gonna show you guys the accounts. But yeah, they've had some stuff going on. And I just think that it's funny that all these Apex people are over there and they're not like getting on their ass about how behind they are with payouts and stuff. It's a little crazy. Because people are basically waiting the same number of weeks that people were waiting before Apex decided to finally speed up the payout process. And then from there, they're still waiting an additional amount of time to actually get the money in their account. So it's like, was the grass really that green? No, probably not. All right, so here are the accounts. I fucking sucked today. Took 3 trades, break even, 2 losses. No, actually, I'm pretty sure I lost all 3 trades. Let's go look at the trade performance real quick. Oh, no, I'm right. A break even and 2 losses. I forgot that first loss was $148. It was $50 more than it was supposed to be, which sucked. So yeah, today sucked. It is what it is, and I'm moving on. Yeah, Churches is a mess. But that's why we love him, because he's a mess. But yeah, so I've definitely lost progress on this account, which really sucks, because I was excited to be moving in the right direction. But hopefully tomorrow is not that bad, but you know, based on tomorrow being NFP, we'll see. But I will be here to trade and we'll kind of go from there. But I thank you guys for tuning into the stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day.